Gus, good to see you. We're here ahead of a busy 2025 summer. Just take us back the last year. It's been a sort of year to remember for you. So how would you sort of reflect on the last 12 months for yourself?
Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty crazy 12 months for myself. It's all happened pretty quickly, you know. I'd like to, well, you know, I always wanted to play Test cricket, and I thought that I could do it, and I'd be able to do it well and put in a performance. But you know, I sort of exceeded my expectations a bit. But yeah, no, I'm in a really happy place where I'm at the moment, and you know, being picked in all three formats is you know what I want to be. I want to be an all-format cricketer for England. So just got to keep trying to get better, keep trying to put in performances, and I'm looking forward to the summer ahead.
You said you wanted to be in England to play in all formats. Did it help that your Test debut came with Jimmy's last? So the noise was all on Jimmy. It was the occasion for Jimmy, so you could sort of ease into Test cricket if you could ever ease into cricket at the highest stage.
Yeah, a tiny bit. I guess I'll never know what it would be like not to have made my debut in Jimmy's Test, but you know, I was obviously still pretty nervous. But you know, it was very cool playing in Jimmy's last Test, and I was definitely out there thinking about, you know, oh, this is really cool. I'm playing in Jimmy's last Test, not sort of like, oh, this is my Test debut. It was sort of, but yeah, no, it was a very special week, and one I'll remember for a long time.
And just looking back, what have you learned, not only as a cricketer but as a person over the last 12 months about your game?
Yeah, I've learned a lot. I think, you know, I've learned that it's quite hard. You know, all three formats. You know, it's a lot of travelling. It's a lot of physical work, and you know, that's something I'm going to keep trying to improve on and keep trying to get better and better. But yeah, I think not to get so caught up in the moment, and just sort of you know, take every day as it comes, and not dwell too much on, you know, personal performances and so on. So yeah, I think that's something that's really important that I've learned, is just to stay sort of level. And
even the sort of little things that people don't see in terms of, you're now an all format player, so in terms of preparation for games, how does that change from last season when you weren't a Test cricketer to now when you're an all format player?
Yeah, I think it's one of those things you just sort of manage as it comes, and take as it comes. But I won't be doing too different. I think, you know, my main focus is my sort of physicality at the moment. You know, I haven't played loads of cricket in my career, so just trying to be as fit as possible, just to get through games as best as I can and put in performances consistently over a long period. So yeah, that's sort of my main focus at the moment. I'm quite happy with where my skills are at, but you know, obviously I want to keep improving, keep getting better, and you know, keep working on my batting, as I feel like that could be a real asset in all formats moving forward.
Yeah, how important is your batting? You mentioned you already scored a Test century, so it is there clearly to begin with, but how important is adding that string to your bow?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think that's a huge bonus for any team that you get picked on, if you can have bowlers that can come out and give it a whack and score a few runs is a huge bonus. So that's something I'm going to keep working on.
And how much has it helped your development that at Surrey you've got the likes of Tom Laws, Matt Fisher's come in now, who probably has aspirations to get back into England. Dan Worrell's now eligible for England this summer. To have that group of players, it's like a second international team in terms of the quality here, to help sort of push you and drive you.
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, it's you've got such good fast bowlers here, and we all keep pushing each other, and we all want to play, and we all want to do well. So yeah, I think that was good for me last year. You know, I haven't really played loads of games for Surrey, but when I have, I've tried to put in performances and tried to stand out, and thankfully done that. And I think it's, you know, it shows that for younger bowlers like Lawsy and Fisher, who's obviously already played for England, but you know, seeing how quickly things can change, and you can get, you know, thrust into these opportunities with England, so it's exciting. And I think bowlers not only at Surrey but around the country will be excited with what's to come.
Let's talk about your white ball game, because you had that Champions Trophy in India. It didn't go England's way, of course, but in terms of the learning curve for you, how much do you come away from that and sort of take away from that Champions Trophy to perhaps improve and continue to play all formats?
Yeah, it was tough. I felt like I hadn't played really much white ball cricket the last year or so. So to come into that series against India was very tough. I mean, they're an unbelievable team and got world-class batters, and to try and do it in their conditions was very tough and a huge learning curve. It's something I'll take on board and try and get better with all my skills, and I definitely think it's helped me. And Pakistan unfortunately didn't get a game, but watching from the side, I think it's pretty similar to the India series. The pitch is pretty flat, pretty good batting wickets. I think it's just about learning, getting put in these positions where you haven't really been before, and just taking on board quickly and learning from them.
And it's the little things like the length and stuff like that you did so well in Test cricket to then go to the ODI team. Is that little things like that how confident are you that you've learnt from now? And just, you mentioned you haven't played a lot of white ball cricket, so did it feel like you were learning on the job a little bit?
I wouldn't say learning on the job. I think I was more getting back into it on the job. Those skills that you don't use in Test cricket that you need in white ball cricket. I was sort of hadn't done it for a while, so just that sort of white ball mindset as a bowler. It's sometimes you have to switch your mindset. It was tough, but I'm almost I'm never look back at things and think, oh, I'm not happy that happened. I can learn from it, and it's an experience that's going to help me moving forward.
Looking ahead to 2025, you've got a block of Champo games before the Test summer, of course. Mm-hmm. Are you someone that just wants to play as much as possible in terms of miles in the legs, rather than constantly net? You'd rather bowl out here in Championship games?
Not massively. I mean, my main goal is playing for England, and it's a big summer ahead with we've got a lot of cricket and the India series, so I think sort of use this period to get ready for the English summer. Sometimes I feel like you play at the Oval or whatever, you bowl and you don't actually bowl that much in a game, so I'll play a few games for Surrey, but I just main focus is for England this summer.
And how excited are you just finally with what's to come this summer? You've got obviously India at home, which apart from the Ashes is probably one of the biggest Test series, and then the Ashes itself after that.
Yeah.
I know you can't afford to look ahead too much, but the excitement of what's to come over the next 12 months?
100%. I'm really looking forward to it. I think the Ashes is something that's in the back of everyone's head. But yeah, I mean, the India series will be great. We know how amazing their fans are and how good they are as a team, so it'll be a big challenge for everyone, and something I'm really looking forward to. And the Ashes is the Ashes, especially when it's in Australia. So yeah, that's something I'm looking forward to a lot.